Welcome to another episode of Colorado Brew Talk Video. I'm Jesse.
I'm Mike.
So welcome back. In this episode, we're kind of mixing things up just a little bit. We're going to do a BJCP tasting of a Pre-Prohibition porter. As you can see here, we have a Yuengling Porter, which is one of the suggested commercial styles in the BJCP. Since we only have one of those, since we could only find one, that's the only one we have. So, in addition to that, we have a couple special beers that we're going to be tasting and just offering our opinions on after this. So, but yeah, let's talk about Pre-Prohibition porters a little bit.
I'm going to get to pouring.
Okay, I'll do the quick recap then. so as Pre-Prohibition porter is, that's going to be a mouthful. How about
Pre-Prohibition?
How
about PP?
PP?
No, that's not
that
right.
doesn't. I don't want to drink PP. The Pre-Prohibition porter is, I think it's a little misleading because you assume that's like immediately before the Prohibition, but it's really not. This is a porter that was brought over from England by the original colonists. They couldn't find the proper ingredients, so they just kind of used what they had around, which include adjuncts like molasses and I don't even know what else. So they just kind of made do with what they had, which kind of makes sense. It's the American way, dang it. Merca.
Yeah. Well, because I was always under the impression that everybody drank beer back then. Actually, it's pretty rare. No one drank beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you couldn't move the ingredients around and you couldn't store it well, and everyone drank hard liquor.
So was that after the time where boiling of the water was important for health and safety reasons?
Well, I think in America we didn't have much issues with that.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
that's one of the things I remember from school. They said that, our life expectancy shot up from clean air and clean water.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But if you're Washington or Jefferson, you could afford to get the ingredients to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, and George Washington is kind of famous for brewing one of these beers. If you look online, we can provide a link somewhere. No? Okay.
Okay, we'll link, yeah.
But the George Washington actually has a recipe. Did you ever look at that recipe?
Yeah, I did. I was going to say, it's funny, it was like, it's some ridiculously high alcohol content. And he said it was good for the infirm and children.
Well, I think it's like...
It's only 20%.
It's like I don't know, I can't remember, three tons of grain, I don't know. But then there's like 3 pounds of molasses.
Yeah.
Holy moly, it's a lot of fermentables in there, but...
Yeah, it was primarily molasses.
Yeah.
And that's what they did back then.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I mentioned it on the show, but Peaks and Pines, there was a recipe for a Benjamin Franklin beer, and Peaks and Pines brewed it, and I went and they just happened to have it, and I had a glass, and I was like, I am really glad you brewed this and not me, because I'd be stuck with 5 gallons of it, because I don't like it.
Yeah, I imagine it's an acquired taste. I'm sure things have changed in the last 200 years. So, but yeah, let's see what else. George Washington. So yeah, it's smoother, less hoppy bitter than a modern American porter, but less caramely than an English porter at the same time. Yeah. So, but with obviously more adjunct lager characters, and sometimes referred to as a Pennsylvania porter or East Coast porter.
Just fitting since Yuengling brews it.
Yeah. So, and there was another one that we were trying to get, Stegmeyer, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're out of Wilkes-Barre, and tried to get that one. Just no soap. That's okay. Maybe.
Thanks to Jesse's niece for bringing us this wonderful example.
This example. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. Yeah.
So we're going to do it a little differently this time. In the past, we'd kind of recited off the characteristics. So what we figured we'd do is we'd go through, aroma, appearance, flavor, mouthfeel, kind of read off what it says, and then look for it in the beer and, make our observations on it. So for aroma, we're looking for base grainy malt aroma. It can have low levels of dark malt, which is basically a slight burnt or a chocolate note. Low hop aroma. Low to moderate low levels of DMS is acceptable. And DMS, as you know, it has that flavor or aroma of like canned corn or canned vegetables. May show low levels of caramel and biscuit aroma. No to very low esters. Light adjunct, so licorice or molasses aroma is acceptable. Diacetyl should be low to none. Diacetyl, again, the butterscotch or butter flavor. And a clean lager profile is acceptable.
So that's the aroma.
Yeah.
The appearance is going to be. Oh yeah, we're
going
gonna smell
through
it. Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you not smell this, Rick?
Slow down.
You can't
slow
smell
down.
it from here. Oh, well there you go. Definitely getting the caramel.
Yeah.
Let's back up here as well.
I was gonna say, it almost even smells a little hot. Or a little boozy smell to it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I want to say it's molasses too. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So no sipping.
Nope, no sipping. So appearance. Now I can talk about appearance. Medium to dark brown. Some can be nearly black with a ruby or mahogany highlights, which reminds me very much of Guinness.
Yeah.
They kind of had the same thing. It was actually a very deep red. Relatively clear, light to medium tan head, which persists in the glass. So yeah, yours is kind of
nice head. I don't know how clear it is. Oh, it's definitely red with some light behind it.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't have my little flashlight, so
No, I don't either.
I always use my phone, but that's how we're filming.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
I mean, it looks clear. It doesn't look hazy to me.
No. Yeah, when you.
I mean, it's hard to say because it's sucking every ounce of light from the room.
It's like a little black hole.
Okay,
Right.
so moving on to flavor. It's supposed to have a grainy base malt flavor, low levels of chocolate or burnt black malt notes, caramel, biscuit, licorice, toast notes. So, pretty similar to what you'd expect to smell from it. Corn DMS flavors acceptable at low to moderate levels. American hop bitterness is low to moderate. American hop flavors low to none. And the balance is typically even with a moderately dry finish. Okay, so let's see.
All right.
Definitely get a lager flavor to it, which is kind of strange to me.
Yeah.
Or it reminds me of a lager.
Well, definitely getting the dry finish. I mean, that's a fact.
I was going to say, I think it's pretty highly carbonated too.
Yeah. It kind of is.
I'm getting DMS, kind of a burnt sugar flavor at the finish.
Yeah.
Could be either roast or maybe from the molasses.
Maybe. So I'm kind of getting like they'd mentioned, the burnt black malt.
Yeah,
I'm
that could be
getting
it
that
too,
kind of the just very slight astringency from that.
Now, I'll be honest, I was expecting not to like the beer. Just because of my experience with the, with the other beer, Benjamin Franklin's beer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be really molasses flavored. And this is, I mean, I can barely pick it out, I think.
Yeah, see, now I'm not really getting any adjunct. I'm just getting grain, kind of a dark malt grain.
It's like kind of, on the finish, I get a bit of a dark sugary flavor, like I get from doubles.
Okay.
Yeah,
see that.
I'd drink that.
No, that's okay.
I would buy that.
That's definitely pretty good. I'll admit I grew up very near where they brew this, and by the time I became of age for drinking and liked it, a friend of mine took me to a beer, and he's like, "Yeah, to a bar, excuse me. Yeah, get a Yuengling," and did not care for it at all.
Yeah,
and so I've kind of been turned off. But now I've had Yuenglings recently, both the lager and now this one, and they are okay. I can see why they've been around for as long as they have been. Yeah. They're doing all right.
Yeah, I can understand not liking this if you're new to beer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
I'm sure I could pour this for a bunch of people now, and they wouldn't like it.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's a dark beer for one.
Well, yeah, that's
interesting. It says it's brewed expressly for tavern and family trade. I wonder what that means.
Yeah. For tavern and I don't know.
I got one.
It's like a golden ticket.
It's the black bottle. Come on, Grandpa Joe.
We're taking a tour of the Yuengling factory.
Sorry.
Yeah. So mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel, medium to light to medium body, moderate carbonation, low to moderate creaminess, may have a slight astringency from the dark malts. So yeah, I think that pegs it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because the carbonation's definitely higher than I expected from a porter or stout. Because you swirl it up and that head comes right back.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, and it has a nice
little carbonic
hit on your tongue. It's kind of creamy now that it mentions it. I hadn't thought about that, but and I'm kind of a big mouthfeel guy. Mm-hmm. And this
is nice.
Yeah, this is all right.
I mean, even though the finish is dry, it's a little thick. It's got some substance.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of body. That's my complaint.
And not over.
No,
not a lot.
No. It's just right. Yeah, it's like a nice medium body.
Like what you'd expect from a brown or something like that.
I can see that, sure. One of my complaints about stouts is that they're often too thin, and I know this thin. That's a whole other discussion about stouts and porters, but this is about right.
That's good.
What I expect. Yeah.
Maybe a session stout.
Yeah. So what? I didn't make a note of the ABV. Did we look that up? That's it's too small. We'll have to look that up later.
I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at it.
Yeah, so.
Future Mike's gonna take care of that.
You ask a lot of future Mike.
So do we want to come back with the other two beers or just break them out? Maybe sip on this for a little bit.
Yeah, we can come back and take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss the two that we have to taste and do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Cool.
We'll be back.
Thanks.
We're back.
Welcome.
What do we have here, Jesse?
So, these are some more beers that we coerced my niece into bringing from the East Coast. So, we have Duclaw from Baltimore, Maryland.
The Rule of Three.
The Rule of Three.
Yeah.
This was a double IPA. And we also have Troegs.
Wait, hang on.
Yep.
Let me catch up. Troegs.
From Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Nugget Nectar.
Nugget Nectar. That's an Imperial Amber Ale, which I'd never heard of.
Me neither.
So
no, I don't think I've ever heard of Troegs. I've had the pleasure of drinking Duclaw's beers in Maryland. Yeah. Sweet Baby Jesus and Fish Naked are the two that stand out.
Okay. That sounds familiar. I can't remember where I've heard of Troegs. I think. I know for sure Troegs was at GABF. I think I stopped by their booth.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of late in the session, so my memory's a little fuzzy.
Weird.
I know. It's weird. You think I'd remember that since it was later in the day, but I didn't.
Yeah, we're going to have to start training early for next year's BJCP.
I think that's what we're doing.
Or not BJCP, GABF. I'm even wearing the darn shirt.
Too many acronyms, more acronyms in the military. GABF, ABV, IBU. But one interesting thing that I saw, that I was reading about this, I think they even say it on the can, but I guess it's Nugget Nectar because they make it once a year when they receive the hops, fresh hops, and they make this. And
so it's a wet hop Imperial Amber.
I didn't really get into it that much. So once a year, the newest hops arrives at Troegs. We blend. They have the Latin name. I'm not reading that. Super fresh hops into Imperial Amber Ale. Dry hopped. There's an explosion of pine resin and mango. Ooh. All right, which one?
I say we do it the amber first, so we can taste something before we get to the double IPA.
That's probably a good strategy.
Ooh, it's pretty. I was expecting it to be super dark.
Yeah.
Get plenty of hops from it already.
Yeah.
I haven't even really. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't know if that's an Imperial Amber. Is this the Amber or the IPA?
That's an Amber.
No, that's yeah. If you look at it, it's like really yellow, maybe a tinge of copper to it. I don't know. It's a dark gold to me.
Yeah, I would.
You can tell right away they've used a hop or two.
Yeah. They're not afraid to. Definitely resinous.
That is truth in advertising.
I can see why they wouldn't say this is an IPA because it's not a hop bomb. It smells a lot hoppier than it tastes.
Although to be honest with you, I think Amber's misleading me. It's not as substantial as I was thinking it would be. I mean, Imperial Amber. I was expecting something really.
Oh.
I would call that a pale ale.
Like, yeah,
Maybe a little too malty or too much substance to it for a pale ale.
substance meaning body.
Yeah.
Okay.
You disagree?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't disagree. I don't have an opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely starts sweet, and and just based on the flavor or the aroma, I would think that would be very, very hoppy, dry
Yeah,
finish,
absolutely.
and it's not.
Yeah.
And it's a really mild hop finish.
I mean, you definitely get the resininess and the pine from it.
Yeah,
But it's like I said, it's not sharp.
much more of an aroma hop. So, well, dry hopped, I guess it makes sense, huh?
Yeah, that is pretty nice. And maybe a double pale ale without quite hitting IPA because it's not bitter enough.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The amber things just throw me off if
Yeah.
you can't tell.
You're quibbling about it?
Yeah. Hashtag not an amber. No. I'm just kidding.
Started online petition.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to open that one? You want to do the honors?
Oh, sure. I can. Be happy to. So here we go with the Duclaw. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had Duclaw.
Yeah. If you're ever in Maryland and have a chance, stop into the Duclaw Brew Pub over there by Bass Pro, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's by Bass Pro. They have some great food. I had a cube in there, and they put some habanero jelly on it. Oh man, that was good.
That does sound good.
That is A-okay.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm a little too quick to jump in with.
Oh no, it takes me too long to think about it. I'm trying to identify the flavor at the finish there.
It's like a sweet orange.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to. Wasn't citrusy so much, and it definitely isn't resiny.
Yeah, it's definitely more orange than
Yeah.
generic. It's just so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as creamy as you could want it.
Yeah, I really think it's more sweetness from the malt, and the hops are just kind of playing second fiddle to the.
Yeah,
malt.
yeah. Well, I think they just marry together so well at the
Yeah.
end there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't say plain second fiddle because it's not that the malt's overpowering. It's just that normally in IPAs, especially double IPAs, they just kind of hit you on the head with the hops.
And that orange flavor at the end is just so nice.
Yeah, it's really refreshing.
I can't get over how creamy it is.
That's okay.
Good job.
Yeah, those are so. Yeah, I guess my niece was picking these out. She likes beer, but she's not a beer nerd like we are. So she went to a big liquor store and just told the guy, get good beers. And so he picked these amongst others that we'll discuss in future episodes. And boy, anonymous beer guy, you done good.
The only stinker, maybe, was the iced coffee. Not New Belgium.
Oh
Iced
yeah,
coffee.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
But we haven't had it, so.
I'm reserving judgment on
Yeah.
that one. I guess my only beef with that is I'm assuming she went in and said, "Hey, I'm taking these to Colorado.
Yeah.
Pick some beers," and he picked a beer from Colorado. I'm like,
Yeah.
really, dude? You don't think we couldn't just? But whatever.
But how many beers overall, though?
I think there were, 19, I believe.
19. So that's pretty good odds.
And there was, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was only one duplicate, so she brought 2 Yuengling lagers.
Mhm.
And the rest were unique. And then there's that one that was kind of the blue. I just forgot, Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how forgettable it is. So, so we'll see. I don't know.
I gotta say, I don't want to avoid trying it,
No,
but
well, yeah. At this point, I think this will force my hand because I think if I went to the liquor store, that would be on the bottom of my list to try.
Yeah,
I certainly
that's
wouldn't
true.
buy it.
Yeah.
There's like a myriad of other choices. So
you'd be worried there'd be a pack of beer nerds in the parking lot.
look at him. You call yourself a beer nerd? And then I'd cry. It's just embarrassing. But
Yeah.
so I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Did we want to do hamster ball selectomatic, or are we good with the choices we have?
What are we doing next week? Do we know?
I don't know if we've discussed it. So these are our current.
I don't think we've done concrete plans. Yeah, we. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
You pulled the list up.
I was just showing you.
Okay, yeah.
So
we got 3 in the bank right now. We got Czech Premium Pale Lager, which is going to be. It's probably going to be a couple more weeks, actually.
Yeah, I would think.
And interesting fact: if you buy the torpedo kegs, those fittings are the same as your corny keg ball lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's sorry. Non sequitur there, but
that's
yeah. So I just started carbon it today.
Okay.
I looked at the 2-liter bottle and it looks fairly clear. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And maybe in a week or two.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't want to rush it. Let's.
Yeah.
We got stuff to do. So yeah. So let's make sure it's done.
And then British Strong Ale's coming up, and Bière de Garde.
And Bière de Garde. Yeah. So if we're happy with those, because I'm pretty confident we'll find the British Strong Ale. The Bière de Garde, I hadn't even looked.
Yeah, I'd be willing. I wouldn't think that'd be hard to find.
I wouldn't think so.
Like one trip to Coltrane.
Yep, I think so. Yeah, for as many Belgian styles as they have, I think that shouldn't be too much of an issue.
And then we got the Tommy Knockers.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten about the Tommy Knockers.
Do you want to throw in a Tommy Knocker mini sampler? Because we got like 12 of them.
Yeah.
And we're only human, so we're not going to do more than, 4 in an episode?
Oof, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking 3 is probably a good number.
Depending on the grouping is the only thing I'm thinking, because there might be like 4 IPA type beers and
Right.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You want to throw one of those in before the next style tasting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do a Tommy Knocker tasting.
Okay, sounds
Next
good.
week.
So next week, Tommy Knocker tasting.
Yeah.
I think 3 is good for having in our pocket from the hamster ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Then we'll give that one a rest and not tempt fate, because
You never know.
you never know. Although it's, I mean, that mojo's building up. You never know. 1A, here it comes.
Yeah.
Oh, American Light Lager. Hey.
And actually, we got a single on the way too, which is one we kind of skipped over.
We did. Oh,
And that one's probably 3 weeks out.
yeah.
Although I hosed up the hops, I totally messed the hops up on it. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, and you have a line. You were talking to somebody at the Homebrew Club
Who knows singles?
who is a single.
Yeah, Mike.
Not a single guy. I don't know his marital
No, he's
status.
married. He's married, yeah.
but he likes Belgian
Yeah.
singles.
Yeah,
He knows how to brew them. So we'll have more than one example of that, which is pretty exciting.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He had one in his closet from the monastery.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure that's
man.
what. No, you know what it was? He had one in the closet that took a medal in a competition.
Oh, that's just
Yeah,
as good as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If he's willing to share.
Yeah, we should try to try to scare that up when my single comes out so he could ridicule it.
Well, at least have one good one. I'm just kidding.
So, okay, I guess that's it.
I think so.
Well, leave any feedback below on the video or on the website post. Tell your friends, leave comments, subscribe. I guess that's it.
I think so.
Yeah.
The normal YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
You all know the drill by now. So,
Anyway, cheers.
cheers. Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes. As the case may be.